The KwaMuhle Museum in Durban, which is one of the very, very significant sites in the history of South Africa. When we talk about during the era of apartheid regime government, what happened during the apartheid laws, the system that governed our Durban or our country during that era. So when you come to KwaMuhle Museum, you will be able to understand and to feel where we are coming from. But you'll see where, during that era, how difficult it was for the majority of Durbanites here in South Africa. During that era of apartheid regime government, people were coming from rural areas, searching for work. The part of the apartheid laws, people, they were first go to courtyard in order for inspection and so that they can grant permission to be able to search for work. So that also, if you can go inside the courtyard in KwaMuhle Museum, you can also able to understand where we are coming from as a nation, because this is very, very important as a nation to understand where we are coming from. Also encourage the entire community, especially from Durbanites, people from South Africa, to come. When they come to Durban, it's a must visit destination, because KwaMuhle has a lot of history. And also it taught us that as a nation, it is very, very important to forgive. John Dube is one of co-founders of ANC and the first president of ANC, of which he founded this institution in 1900. So Reverend John Dube, because he was a visionary, he saw a great need to start this first African industrial school, because he saw that a progressive nation cannot live without education, of which this Ohlanga Institute is the first African industrial school that was founded by Reverend John Dube, without the funding of apartheid regime government. This is John Dube's first house, of which Reverend John Dube built this house in 1895 with his own hand, this corner structure. It's a mud brick structure plastered with cement. The reason why we are calling this house a revolutionary house, because this is where the idea to start the African National Congress, the ANC, the ruling party in government, the idea came out in this house. Then on the 8th of January 1912, at the Congress, which took place at Bloemfontein, Mangaung, Reverend John Dube was elected in his abstention. And also, before Nelson Mandela was arrested in 1962 at Pietermaritzburg, Howick, where it is declared as a capture site, a day before, he was also holding a meeting in this house with prominent leaders of ANC top officials here in KwaZulu-Natal. So some very, very significant decisions about the future of this country were taken in this house. The reason why our international beloved icon, Utata, we called Nelson Mandela, the reason why he decided to come and cast his first democratic vote here in KwaZulu-Natal at Durban, Inanda, Ohlanga Institute, because he wanted to honor the life and time of Reverend John Dube. Yes, of which I was part of that history as well. And I was lucky to be assigned to work at the chapel hall of the school, of which it was declared as a voting station, and of which Nelson Mandela was coming to cast his first democratic vote in 1994, 27 April. This is a must-visit destination, because in terms of history, culture, religion, and core values of who we are, especially also we don't regard per se as museum. We do regard this as a learning center where people can able to learn and understand in terms about the philosophy of our great leaders who done extraordinary thing for all of us.